Brandon, I think you're muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was just adjusting a few things because we started and I had to take care of the transmission. So without that, people in the transmission couldn't hear my voice. Okay, so welcome, guys. Today is the kickoff meeting, so we are gonna talk about how the hackathon is gonna be. So I'm Breno, and Luis and Adriano are here. So a quick overview or what we are going to talk today. So the first part, the second part, I will say to you guys, it's the organization and tutorials, and communications and tasks will be with Luis and Adriano. So it's pretty simple. Okay, organization. So, well, you guys probably know this stuff already. So we've passed through the registration period, and today we are going to start the event, and then will be about a week, a little more, sorry, a little less, of analyzing the results. So if you guys can, that's mostly because there will be a lot of code. So if you guys can understand, it will take a while. So don't no worries about it. Okay, so essentially what we're saying here is we have the kickoff session, and 48 hours from now, so on Sunday at 10 p.m. UTC, there will be the closing session. Will be essentially we are ending the event, and that's basically that. All sessions will be on YouTube and they will be recorded, and people will be available on Discord or maybe even on other areas, but mostly in Discord during that period. Okay, the rules are pretty simple. So the first one, it's all teams can have between 1 and 4 participants. No issues about that. And the other 3 rules are essentially be nice with each other and with other people. So don't harass. You not tolerate any type of harassment in any kind of in any shape or form. You can use third-party code. So, oh, I don't have any idea how to solve that. You go on Stack Overflow and you see a function that can solve your problem. No problem to use it. Just put a comment or put your source. Like, okay, I took this function from this guy on Stack Overflow. It's just for us to know. And the third one, it's again, be nice with each other. Don't try to handicap or mess with other people are doing, other things are doing. Just be a good sport about it. Okay. The next part is the tutorials, which will be important for a couple of things. So aqui here we have our YouTube, where you have the videos and stuff, and the other parts is the GitHub. There's extensive documentation there where you can learn, but we have specific tutorials. You can put the next slide. Oh, and sorry, there are a lot of examples on GitHub. So personally, I learned RocketPy by seeing the examples. People really like to use notebooks and other stuff. Sorry, Jupyter. I really don't like it. So you don't have to use it, but if you use, it's okay. And the README is very well documented. So I suggest you guys to read the README. It's in the name. Oh, okay. And tutorials and stuff. So here we have a larger tutorial that covers more than just RocketPy. There is the RocketPy part, but if you already know GitHub and stuff, it won't add that much. Just read the RocketPy part and the code formatting and how we do that. But if you are new to the world of programming, you are more of a Rocketeer than a programmer, just see how Git and GitHub work. I remember the first time I had to use Git on my first year, it was a little bit intimidating, like, oh, I have to use the terminal to do stuff. And today is like, I GitHub has a graphical interface, and I never use it. It's just the terminal. Okay. Oh, I just see now. Did somebody had problems to hear any part? And someone got the second link. Can you go back a little, Adriano? Yes, and it's already being streamed on YouTube. So if I don't know, it's the thing I was doing before. So we'll be there after we ended here. Okay. And I think that's it from my part. If you guys have any questions, I will answer on the later.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Breno. So now we'll be talking a little bit about the communication that's going on the hackathon. And hi, my name is Luis. I'll be talking about this. And you can go on, Adriano. The communication is in this hackathon will be very simple. We'll Our main ways of communicating will be via Discord and GitHub. The Discord part will be used to form teams together. Yeah. Thank you, Bruno, for the links. If you guys have any, if you guys need to get the links for something, you can put on the chat, and people will just copy and paste the links for you, because we got a lot of QR codes and something. Maybe it's a little bit difficult to get on the time. Okay. And I totally understand that. So Discord, our Discord server will be used to gather you on teams. If you are on a separate team, okay. If you are from 1 to 4 and you got your team already separated and you don't need anyone to come in, that's okay. That's fine. If you want to be put with someone, we can arrange that for you. We know who's going with who, and then we can put you on a different channel. We'll have designated channels only to talk about only the hackathon, and we encourage a lot you to interact with the staff that is us, and with your team, because you have a lot of challenges to go through, and this will be very important for you. And the second part is the GitHub part, which is where the tasks and the challenges will be. The GitHub part will be to target your specific questions about the tasks and the tasks itself. So you can go on. I'll explain a little bit about the Discord, and then later I'll get to the GitHub part. So right now, the Discord server, the RocketPy Discord server, will be composed of two separate sections: the Hackathon section and the Hackathon workspace section. The Hackathon section will be where general questions and information will be given. Also, we have the support team where you can get support from us on the Discord server. The RocketPy Discord server, text channel, and the voice channel will be available on every one of them. We also have some announcements on there, rules, support, and resources, and frequently asked questions to answer anything that you need. Will be there, will be documented, and if you have any questions about it, also you can go over the channel to talk with us. The team and other teams channels will be on the Hackathon workspace. That's where you'll be allocated, and then we'll talk a little bit more about that. Once the kickoff session closes, we will pass you the Discord server link, and then you can go on and be allocated in there. You can go on. So, okay, and most importantly, the communication within the GitHub page. Issues and pull requests will be very important for you on the GitHub, because the issues will be where your tasks will be assigned. You can assign yourself to a task. You can get the tasks that you are more familiar with, that you think you are more oh, I know about this, or I seen a little bit about that, and then you can code that for for the task completion. The tasks can be chosen on there, and then if you have any questions regarding the issues, you can leave a comment on the comment section, and we'll also be there watching for any questions or any doubts that you can have. The other things are the pull requests. The pull requests is where you will be putting your code, the done code that you are after you get the task and then complete it. You can pull request to the main repository, the main Hackaton repository. I'll get into more of that later. And in the pull request, we just ask you to put any information that you think it's important, that you think you're relevant for the reviewers to see and confirm that you got into those steps, and that will be really helpful for us, and maybe get it quicker to get the results for you. You can go on, Adriano. And I'll talk a little bit more about the tasks itself. So the tasks will have somewhat flow on the GitHub page, which we can sync with the challenges that we put on and we wrote. First of all, we have a repository on GitHub that's called RocketPy Hackaton 2022, and we need you to fork that repository into your own account, your own GitHub repository. You can talk to your team about who's gonna fork, or if everyone's gonna fork, and then one of them is going to put a pull request for one issue, for another is going to be another person. You can talk internally, and we will be able to identify these. As you fork the repository, you can assign yourself issues. You can see at the GitHub page that is the original, the Hackaton, the RocketPy Hackaton repository. There will be a section. It's called issues, and you can go on there and see which issues you'd like to assign to yourself. You can then on your branch, when you're working on the code, you can branch your issue, and we just ask you to branch with a specific name. We want to put on hashtag task number underscore team name, so we can identify who's going to put which issue on the GitHub. And after all that, we expect you to submit the code via a pull request to the original repository, and then you can finish the task. Each one of the issues you have to do a pull request. If you have any questions about that, there's also a document on GitHub Basics that you can always go on and read about it. You can also ask for help on our Discord server. It's totally fine. We understand that not everybody is comfortable with GitHub or Git or anything of that technology. We don't want to put aside people who know GitHub and are very comfortable with that, and people who are not. We want everyone to get the same experience, and talk with the team on Discord if you need. Please do that, because we want to put it very uniformly for you. And I think about the tasks are there. There is one more slide, if you please, Adriano. Okay, so about the task distribution itself, we have a total of 95 challenges that can be chosen by you. There are 14 different categories of challenges, which come from code architecture to visuals to flight dynamics to parachutes and all the way to code efficiency. It's very heterogeneous and very creative, the ways that these texts are written. Can go on. Okay, so also about the challenges, we have some scoring about those. We have some scoring rules. There are different levels of difficulty for each. It's better phrased that way. One task will have a difficulty, like one task about flight dynamics. That specific one will have one difficulty. Another about visuals will have another difficulty, and you can choose based on that, based on what you're more comfortable with and what you're going to obtain with the points. It's more about a strategy, some sort, that the easy tasks will be of 10 points, the medium tasks will be of 25 points, and the hard will be 50 points. It's like 5 times the easy one, just because you can't just go on there and take a lot of easy tasks. You need to get a hard task, because it's way more cool for the hackathon, and also it's more, it can grant you more points. We may also give 20% plus for ingenious solutions, and we can also apply penalties for poor documentations, like put a variable like A, B, C. That doesn't mean anything, and I think it's a good practice also to watch out for those. Your code will also be evaluated by us for code's capacity to solve the task, and documentation and readability. Efficiency and proposed solution will also be at some point the game changer for one task or another, but that's debatable. We as reviewers will put the points as we think it's more ingenious, or put the penalties as we spoke about. You can go on. We also have a total of $200 in prizes. So we have prizes for the 3 best contestants, and the first one will get $100 on prizes that can be digitally assigned to you, or physically, depending on your position on the globe. Their second and third will also, the same rules apply, but there will be $60 and $40 for those. And the most innovative team will be rewarded with a Kerbal Space Program game, which if you guys are into rocketry and something like that, you probably know about, but it's a space simulation and rocketry simulation. It's a bit of understatement. That's a really cool game, and as I said, the most innovative team will be rewarded with one copy of the game, and that's it. That's if you yet didn't register, there's also the QR code. That's your last chance to register. If you're not registered yet, we'll have to take us on account the names that you put for Discord and some things to assign yourselves to the Discord server. And I think that's it. There's one more thing. All the important things are there. The GitHub repository on the first one, the rocketpy.org, the invite to the Discord channel and our LinkedIn on the last one. And that's it. Thank you very much for the time. That's 7:25 p.m. on Brazil. That's a little bit 10:25 p.m. UTC. That's our kickoff session, and thank you very much. Thank you very much for all the people that got in here, and those pretty faces up there that makes everything go on pretty smoothly.
Okay, so we now declare open the 2022 RocketPy Hackathon, and if you have any doubts about this presentation, any initial doubts about the hackathon, we are here to answer all of those.
So yeah, about our team numbers, as you enter the Discord server, you'll be assigned to a number. I think who's responsible here for the Discord server? I think Grebo can talk a little bit better about that. Are you available, Grebo?
Okay, so he's probably involved in Discord. So to answer more precisely your question, if you enter in our Discord server and ask for the hashtag, okay, here's the answer. You'll be assigned a hashtag as you enter Discord server. That's it. Anybody lost a link, a QR code, we will be posting this in the Discord server. We also have the live streaming on YouTube. But if you want me to go back to any slides.
Yeah, I think that's it. If you guys would like to put on the chat also any question, any final question. Also, we will. That's not where we end. We'll be available at Discord to solve any questions that you have. That's fine. That's okay. But for now, we need to wrap it up on the meeting because that there's work in there to do and as well. And if you guys have any questions, please put them in here.